everyone, it's Dawn from First Light Creations and welcome to the first crafting project of the week. And today we're going to be making a 6x6 greeting card, and I think we're going to make it a top folding card. This is just a 12x12 cut in half and then folded in half. So that's the easiest and quickest way of making a 6x6 if you haven't got any of the pre-cut ones, or you just fancy having a go yourself, as I always do. So I haven't got anything on the inside yet. Now what I have done, if I turn that over, I've just put a piece of paper, and I'll give you a quick look at the pad that I've used. I've used Vintage Feelings, and I got this from the Works. I think the Works have still got this pad, so I'll add a link in the comments down below, so that if you're interested in this pad, I think they still had it last week. I haven't been in this week, but they still had it last week, so I'll link it. And it's got some beautiful papers. So I'll just give you a quick flick through, like that. So it's called Vintage Feelings, and it's really nice. It's got some lovely papers. So you've got about 3 of each. So it's quite rustic and, well, as its name says, vintagey. If that's a word. If it's not, it should be. And so there we go. And as I've said, we're going to, you can do it this way or that way, but I'm going to have this as a top folding card, I think, because this style of card will suit it. And I've just used a glue stick to add my paper, because this is just paper, it's not card, it's just paper. So a glue stick is fine to add that. And I've used another one from the pack. Let's just add that to that one. And what I did with this one, you can see what I've done actually, I guess. I put the paper on first. A quick tip if you're going to do it this way, put your paper on first, and then we've cut an aperture. This is going to be an aperture, but glue your paper on first. Again, I've used a glue stick, and then cut your aperture out. It's a lot easier than trying to do it the other way around. And we can save this, the bit that's cut out, we can save that for another project. And we're going to put that to one side. And so we're going to get straight on with it. And I'm just going to turn that over like that. And we're going to again grab our glue stick. And we're going to put glue. I was going to use foam tape for this, but we're going to be putting some flowers around it, and so foam tape might not work. And you'll see why in a minute. So make sure we get the glue in those edges like that. And the Pritt stick, this isn't a sponsored video, it's just that the Pritt stick I've always found is quite thick and strong. So, and it's widely available, of course. So we should be okay with that. Now, the card base, as we said, is 6x6. The mat is 5x5. And if you use a glue, of course, you've got more time to wiggle it into place. So there we go. We're building up our card quite nicely now. And we have got a sentiment to go in the middle. Now, I wanted a sentiment that says, well, in fact, I'll bring it over and show you. If friends were flowers, I would pick you. And I didn't have a stamp. I thought I had a stamp that said that, but I haven't. So what I've done is I've just handwritten it with one of my pens. Now, a little tip, don't die cut it first and then try and fit the stamp or your writing in the middle. Write it in first, then put your die cut and die cut it out after you've written or stamped it. It's a lot easier. And then we're going to take that away, and that comes out like that. So there you are, there's another tip for you. And we're going to bring that back like that. Make sure we've got the cards the right way around. It's always a good idea. And once more, we're going to bring our glue stick over. Whichever glue stick you want to use, it's absolutely fine. And we're going to, this part is going to be fairly flat. But then we're going to bring in some flowers. So that will sit quite flat and quite strong. Now I'm going to bring in these flowers that I made. I sat and made these earlier on today. And I'm going to bring in, at this point, I'm going to bring in my hot glue gun. Now this is why foam tape wouldn't have worked, because there'll be that gap, and some of these bits is going to go almost around to the top, not quite. So what I'm going to do, I've made some daisies and some other flowers, and some of these flowers I've made with the same papers from the paper pad so that it coordinates beautifully with the rest of the card. So we're going to use hot glue to put this last bit together. And the other thing about using hot glue, of course, it dries practically instantly and it won't fall apart. So I am going to put a daisy in the top corner, and then what we're really going to do is use these flowers. Perhaps we'll put a daisy at the bottom as well. Well, I've made 6 daisies, so I don't know whether I'll use them all, but you never know. So I'll definitely use 5 of them. What I'm going to do is space them out equally to begin with. I may add another one in if we feel we need some for texture. So I'm going to pop them in first, and all the others, they're different tones of the same colour really. So we might be able to squeeze one in there and a slightly different one there, different colour. So if it overlaps, that's absolutely fine. It will add to the texture of it. So we'll put one there. I've got plenty of glue sticks with me. I've come armed with plenty of glue sticks so that we don't run out. And one there. We're really going to do a sort of horseshoe shape and follow the shape of our aperture round, just like that. And we're going to get this bit done quite quickly. And we'll put that one there. As it happens, we might need one other glue stick. And that one there. Now I have got another daisy, but this one, it's sort of hidden, that one. So I'm going to pop another bit of glue stick, or another glue there, hot glue there. And I'm going to pop that there. So if you want the flowers, because it says if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. You can use any sentiment you like. But you don't want it too girly. These sort of muted tones, these neutral tones, would be just the ticket, I think. Just the thing. And to finish off this card, I have got a beautiful, in my stash, I found a beautiful velvet bow. Now, believe it or not, I got this bow off of the wrapping of a Christmas cracker, our Christmas crackers, or one of them we got this year, was from Paper Chase, which is a store we've got here in the UK. And these were on the wrapping, on the scrunched up parts of the crackers. And I thought, well, velvet ribbons on a cracker, on a Christmas cracker, is really classy. But it has come apart at the back, but that doesn't really matter. Because what we're going to do, we're going to put a hefty blob of glue there and hold it in like that and push it down at the top, and we can just mould it in as we need to. As it's velvet, I'm going to try my best not to get glue strings on it, because dried glue is a devil to get off of velvet. So we're going to try and get that off before it causes any problems. And there we go. There is our crafting project for today. So we've got a very muted and very subtle wreath of flowers, or garland of flowers, wreath of flowers I call it, with a beautiful bow at the top. Now you can use anything you've got. So what we're doing, we're going to use all the papers, well not all of them, but some of the papers we've already got in our stash. So I'm on a mission this month to use up what I've got and spend a whole month, or go through a whole month without buying any more papers or craft stash. I'm just going to use what I've got in my stash. And this will stand up quite nicely, like that. So there we go. There is our 6x6 top folded card. And any information that you're likely to need, I will add in the description box down below. And as I've said, I will add a link to the paper pad in the... I'll actually pop it in the comments down below, so that you can just click on the comment or click on the link and go straight to it if that's what you're interested in. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it helpful. I will be back on Saturday and I'll be doing a very interesting craft, but I shall be using an element of one of my paintings to add embellishment to another craft project, but it won't be a card this time, it'll be something different. So pop back and see what I get up to on Saturday morning. And if you haven't already and you're enjoying these videos, please do hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you're always informed of when I upload a new tutorial. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you Saturday. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of the week, stay safe everybody, have fun and happy crafting. Bye bye for now.